So this is the wrestling fucking rundown. You already know who the fuck we are. Let's get to the raw fucking review.
We're still fucking.
Always fucking.
Woo,
This
isn't episode 100.
Well, I'm not fucking myself.
This is episode 20, though.
Oh, yeah, we didn't say that.
Yeah, episode 20.
Episode fucking 20.
Next week, and our show can drink.
0.
You know what? Our episode can fuck. It's legal.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about any. Let's not continue that one.
Just can't fuck newer shows.
Can't fuck Gotham or Constantine.
I don't want to fuck Gotham. We might get something. It's a piece
Might
of
get a
shit
case
show.
of poison ivy.
You fuck Constantine, you get ST demons.
Oh my god. Alright. Yes, this is the Raw
Interesting side note. Constantine in the comics does have AIDS.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
That's a downer for that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, so, be careful.
Anyway. Yes, this is the Raw review. We open up Raw with Stephanie, Triple H, and Kane making their way down to the ring. Talking about how they mentioned twice that Randy Orton lost to John Cena.
Wasn't Seth Rollins with them?
Yeah.
No. They introduced Seth Rollins by himself.
Oh, okay.
Because they made it a grand introduction by letting him know that Mr. Money in the Bank, who was victorious in Hell in a Cell, who ridded the WWE of Dean Ambrose, blah blah blah. After talking about Randy Orton losing twice and how great Seth Rollins was, Seth Rollins comes down, talks about how I told you all I was going to do it. I got rid of Dean Ambrose. I was victorious in Hell in a Cell. Blah 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 blah. Running his mouth and talking about how moving on. John Cena, he gets to face Brock Lesnar, but I'm Mr. Money in the Bank. But he's doing his usual shtick. It's all the same.
In his annoying nasally Seth Rollins voice.
There was the really when Seth Rollins first comes out, and Stephanie goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins." She got that super deep voice going on.
She's very
It
excited.
was hilarious.
She gets turned on whenever she talks about a guy with a huge nose.
Oh, well, she's got 3 daughters because of a huge nose.
Mm-hmm.
It was all the nose.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
But you'd get Randy Orton would be fucking livid tonight.
Fastest Randy Orton entrance in a long time.
Yeah, he did not give a fuck, man. He needed to beat the shit out of
Let's just
Seth
say
Rollins.
Randy Orton was in honey badger mode.
Yeah.
Didn't care he was interrupting
he didn't
the
give a
authority. And attempted once to just attack Seth Rollins. Triple H intervened.
Yeah, Triple H
It's like, no, we're not doing this.
Yeah, calling him
But
down.
then Randy Orton said, yes, I am doing this, and gave him an RKO out of nowhere.
Fucking spin move, RKO.
Yeah.
And Seth Rollins just splat.
Yeah,
He looked like he was dead.
Yeah.
I loved his sell of the RKO.
Wasn't Randy Orton like, alright, but I just got one thing to say, and then just RKO's?
Yeah, I was like, yeah. After Triple H calmed him down, he goes, okay, I get it, but I really want to say, bam, RKO, just done.
Out of nowhere.
Yes. And then he storms off, tears his shirt off, throws it out in the crowd, and Triple H is just, fuck. This is not what I want to deal with tonight. And then Seth Rollins needs help to the back.
On a side note, Michael Cole asks him about that in their weekly interview on Wednesday on WWE.com. And Triple H called it an internal matter.
We'll see how internal that gets. I'm sure it'll be very public, as most dirty laundry is in wrestling.
Yep.
Our first match of the night, Dusted Us defending the tag team titles against White Chocolate. Big Show's upset from losing the night before against Rusev at Hell in a Cell.
A little redemption moment, maybe, if you can knock out the tag team champions.
Yeah. Mark Henry goes, hey, let's just move on. I got a good idea. Let's go out there and be world tag team champions.
Let's smack each other on the butts.
And I love the fact that's weird.
They do that.
I love the fact that we got this match because. So let's go through the match here. We had Big Show. Well, actually, Mark Henry started the match.
Yes.
And was pretty much dominant because he's fucking Mark Henry.
Henry.
But then, while he was beating up Stardust at one point, he got a blind tag by Big Show, and it was like, "What are you doing? Like, you just gonna tag me?" Like, it goes, the banter between the two of them at this point was hilarious because Big Show goes, "What? You got a problem? I tagged it. I'm just getting in the match. Let's just do this." He goes, "Did it hurt?" He goes, "Yeah, it hurt." He goes, "The hell, it did not hurt. You're tougher than that." Just yelling at Mark Henry. So action happens a little bit more. You get Mark Henry ends up coming back in, and Mark Henry he ended up getting kicked by Stardust or into the ropes, and Big Show made the tag again. And so Big Show gets in and goes for the choke slam. He's getting ready to win the match. And Mark Henry goes, "Fuck you," spins him around, world's strongest slam, and everyone's like, "Well, fuck."
Yeah.
Apparently that's not any, just...
He easily just dumps Stardust on top of him.
Yeah. Stardust gets the 3 over Big Show, and Mark Henry proceeds to deliver 2 more world's strongest slams, and then the big splash.
World's strongest splash.
Yeah, are they actually calling it that?
No.
Is that what you're calling
World's
it?
splashiest splash.
It's the original name when Mark Henry was in the Days of Domination. It was Death from Above.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Then when he turned into Mark Sexual Chocolate, it was Death by Chocolate.
Oh. I'm going to stick with that one.
Yeah.
Death by Chocolate.
Splashiest splash.
But yeah, so I love the fact that, like I said during Hell in a Cell.
Splash Mountain.
like I said during Hell in a Cell, I want to see Dust defending the tag titles more. This was a perfect way to do it. They got a title defense the night after a title defense, and it helped build another
A
storyline.
Chitley defense.
I thought this was a perfect way to do it.
Yeah, it was good.
After that, we would go to a commercial. We'd come back. Mark Henry would be walking in the back. Renee would come up and try to ask the question, "Why'd you do that?" And he goes, "Why? You know why? I'm the world's strongest man. He's the world's largest athlete. I just did to him what he was going to do to me. He's always been jealous of me. He's always wanted to be me. So
that's why I fought Rusev. That's why I lost to Rusev.
I lost to Rusev because I knew Big Show would want to lose to Rusev. Look, he's just copying me.
Yeah. Now you can go lose to Bo Dallas
4 times.
Oh man. Then we get an update on Roman Reigns and
Roman Reigns.
It's more than usual. He's progressing well.
Doing better, guys.
He's coming back, and then he finishes off that when he comes back, he's coming after Seth Rollins. Still, he wants Seth Rollins to know that, and that when he comes back, he's going to make Seth Rollins the past because he keeps calling himself the future of WWE.
Seth Rollins says that? I've never heard it.
That's a lie. Yep. Then our next match, we had AJ Lee going against Alicia Fox. Paige was on commentary. Paige still
Crazy versus crazy with crazy on commentary.
Yeah.
Common crazy.
Common crazy. No, this was, Paige was still very upset from what happened the night before at Hell in a
But
Cell.
apparently they patched things up, though.
Yeah.
According to what she was saying.
Yeah, they had tried. But Alicia wasn't doing things the way Paige wanted her to do them.
Yeah.
She was toying with AJ a lot. She got a couple real big moves. Couldn't keep her down. And Paige took it upon herself to leave the commentary table and just
start yelling it.
She shoved her, and then Alicia turns around. "What are you doing?" She says, "Win! Go in there and win!" She's just screaming at Alicia. And Alicia goes, "What the fuck?"
And she loses to an AJ roll-up.
Yeah. The AJ roll-up.
WWE.com called it the AJ roll-up, as if that was a move.
AJ's not the only one that does the roll-up.
So you finish her.
It's a signature. The AJ roll-up.
Yeah, it's like the steamboat arm drag. Other people do the arm drag,
but AJ does the roll-up the best.
Yeah.
It's the AJ roll-up.
All right.
It's a lot better. Originally, before they took him off TV, Darren Young was going to start using the roll-up. They decided to go away from that one.
Were they going to call it the fruit roll-up?
Yep.
Okay. But AJ would leave ringside. Paige would try and patch things up. She's like, I'm sorry. She'd offer her one of her bracelets or one of her I don't. Well,
Bracelets.
okay, yeah, whatever it's called.
Wristband.
Yeah, she's like, please.
Wristlets.
There we go, wristlets. We're gonna coin that we're gonna start making wrestling rundown wristlets. It's gonna be on our merch store that doesn't exist yet.
WrestlingRundown.com/shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like trying to make things better with Alicia, and Alicia goes to grab the wristlet and gets kicked, not in the face,
In the shoulder.
It was
sells the face though.
Straight up shoulder, and then Paige fucking goes crazy.
Yeah.
And just destroys Alicia Fox.
Gives her a huge wedgie.
Yeah, huge wedgie, tossing her into the fucking barricade, and then she leaves even more deranged than she was before. She had that weird look on her face.
She really didn't stop until like King got up from the commentaries table
Yeah.
and started walking over to like.
Yeah, and she
Alicia.
backed up. She goes, go ahead and help her, Jerry. I'll slap you too.
Yeah.
And she'd take her jacket off and throw it, and she's like, I don't need a best friend. And then she had that really sad look on her face.
Yeah.
She's just super depressed.
Yeah.
She's a sad puppy.
Yeah.
Maybe she does need a best friend.
Maybe I'll be her best friend.
She's just. We're having marital problems too. So.
You didn't tell us that.
No, it's nothing.
I'm just hoping
Do you want to talk?
No, that's why she was sad though. She's the sad one.
So you're okay with it?
Yeah.
She's just being fucking weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop it, Paige.
No, I'm hoping that, she does find a new best friend. I'm hoping that Bailey comes up to be her new best friend.
I'd be okay with that.
I would totally be okay with that.
I just want, whenever Bailey comes up, she needs to be someone's new best friend.
Bailey can't not be friends with anybody, and then it usually.
What if Bailey was short for Abigail?
A Bailey Gale?
Yeah. And she's Sister Abigail.
No.
Sister Abigail.
No.
That's Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
That's Sister Abigail.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. John Cena would come out and talk about his match against Randy Orton the night before.
I won.
And the fact
That's all I had
that
to say.
going into the main event tonight, he would be facing Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins.
I'm gonna win.
But Stephanie would come down and offer him a spot in the Authority, which I feel like everyone's tried to do this at this point.
Yeah.
It's not working. She gives the whole spiel, about how, or no, Triple H who really gave the spiel. Like, she's just trying to sell the spot in the Authority. Like,
And he says, hell no.
Yeah. And then Triple H comes down and goes, see, I told you. Yeah. I'm John Cena, and I'm going to fight for you people out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, he tries to sell the fact that, it's like, Seth Rollins may be the future, and we can make sure that future happens, and your legacy can be sustained with us in the Authority. And John Cena gives him the big hell no, and Triple H goes, well, that's all right. Well, at Survivor Series, we're going to have a traditional Survivor 5-on-5 tag team match where it's going to be Team Authority versus Team Cena. And so now it's up to John Cena to see who's willing to step up and join him in a fight against the Authority. Which I like the fact that starting this we don't have anyone who has issues with the Authority directly that could join Cena right away.
Yeah, I'm predicting Randy Orton
Yes.
to join Team Cena.
I think we're all in agreement on
Yeah,
that.
I think he's going to be the last one to do it, and almost reluctantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it makes sense because they're gonna set up even more issues between him and Triple H because of him and Rollins, and maybe
hashtag pale guy problems.
Maybe he'll have a match against Kane or something to teach him a lesson or something, which it'll eventually lead to him joining Team Cena, which is funny because you were talking about how you wanted Randy Orton and John Cena to team up to take on the Authority, which will be.
Yeah.
Thomas Wolfe is getting his prediction, which is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because you said it sounded good on paper, and I was like, you know what, that does sound good, and now we're gonna get it.
Now we're gonna see if it works.
Yeah.
Hold on. does sound good on paper.
All right. Moving on, we had a tag team match between the Usos and the Moneymakers.
Yes.
I am between this match and then what we'll talk about on main event. I am convinced now that Damien Sandow can wrestle an entire tag team match by himself.
Yeah.
Because he does. Even when
so technically it was just a handicap match.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Usos versus The Miz versus Damien Sandow. Kind of.
Well, yeah. I mean, this like the match itself. There wasn't anything above and beyond. This is very much like Miz and Sheamus from the night before.
Yeah.
Like the match itself may have been solid, but what we were focused on was the fact that Sandow wrestled the whole time.
Yeah.
Even when he's in the corner, he's just wrestling himself, and it's phenomenal. It's so much fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
But he's like my new Raw guy.
You always know that you're gonna have fun when Damien Sandow is involved in a segment. But the real twist in the whole match is that the Usos ended up using the switcheroo to get the roll up on Miz, giving them the tag team win. Sandow joining Miz in the lay down. I'm shocked. What's going on? Kick the rope. I hurt my foot.
I'm going to call BS on the Twin Magic right now because I'm pretty sure Michael Cole yelled it loud enough the referee should have been able to hear it.
Yeah. You brought up a good point while we were watching it, is that the commentator shouldn't have said it. It should have been something that people who were paying attention could have said, oh, that was really cool.
Yeah.
So
because Cole called it out loud, like really loud 3 times.
Yeah. I think, okay, commentary nowadays sucks.
Yeah.
It does.
Because that's, like, they spend 90% of the time not calling the match. And then when they do call the match, they say the stuff that we're supposed to just be able to notice.
Yeah, it's almost like them, like we were saying, when they're like writing out exactly what all these things mean for a match. It's almost like we don't realize what's happening.
Yeah.
It's like Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins in a Hell in a Cell. They don't like each other.
Wait. Yeah. I thought they were in the Shield.
Yeah.
Well, we should recap back from June 1,000 times when Seth Rollins hit both Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose with a chair.
Mm-hmm.
We're not stupid. We watch the shows. Okay?
My eyes hurt.
I'll stop looking at the light.
And stop watching recap videos. It'll happen.
It actually helps.
Which one?
Both. Just, hey, people watching at home, don't think this is awkward.
No, just start doing the 4 Horsemen 4.
Yeah.
Because then it just looks like you're with your CM Punk wristband.
Just noticed I'm wearing that?
Yeah, where'd you get that? Did you leave that over here?
No, I took it home with me and wore it. Where'd I get that was actually from Thomas.
Yep.
He bought me a couple years ago.
It came with the
Best
DVD.
of the World DVD.
Yeah. Yep. But like,
which he got me for my birthday 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Which
2 years ago, like
tomorrow.
Oh shit! Happy birthday, Kevin Hawk.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
But after you
Hawk.
When these videos are going up.
Yeah, after you watch this, I'm sure that by the time you watch this, it will have been Kevin Hawk's birthday and Thomas Wolfe's birthday.
Which is why I think next week you need to get us birthday cake.
Yeah, I heard that, and I don't know if that's going to happen. But hey,
better.
It's the Wrestling Rundown. We're going to be turning 21 next month, so you never know. Some shit can happen.
Our show's going to get drunk.
Which means Kevin Hawk is going to get really drunk.
It'll be the one time I do it on the show.
I might let you.
Yeah.
So then we had...
next week's episode is going to be fun.
We had Cena talking to Dolph Ziggler in the back. There was a handshake, almost like, okay, maybe Cena starting to pull in ranks for Team Cena. We'd come back from commercial, and Kane would be telling Dolph Ziggler that reports are coming out that say that you were talking to John Cena, which could mean that you're going to be on his Survivor Series team, and we take that as an act of violence against the authority, and that has to be rectified, and I will be facing you in a match.
Yeah.
So, see what happens when you talk to John Cena? You get okay, every time someone talks to John Cena, they get fucked up by Kane.
Yep.
Because when Zack Ryder and John Cena were best friends, Zack Ryder got the shit kicked out of him by Kane.
Yeah.
And now it's happening to Dolph Ziggler. Stop being friends with John Cena. It's bad for your health.
Well, it's just bad for your health in general.
Yeah. Then Hulk Hogan did another breast cancer speech. He's not good at these promos.
No.
What is wrong? Like, he's so old now, he can't even read off a script. He's glad. Those aren't prescription sunglasses. That's the problem.
Yeah. The only thing that I thought made this one cooler than the first one is bringing all the other breast cancer survivors into the ring and doing a pose off.
Yeah, they all did the poses. That was really cool. But yeah, I mean, I don't...
Alright, guys. Next year, pick somebody else.
Please. Hulk Hogan.
Cena seems to be really good at endorsing this thing.
Yeah. Have Cena do it next year.
Yeah.
Like, all the things he's been involved with have actually felt, like, real. And
Yeah.
It
Because
doesn't...
Cena gives a shit.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan's just, like... I'm not saying Hulk Hogan doesn't give a shit about the breast cancer thing. But, like, I don't feel any... There's no emotion there. He's just
He's
saying...
old past the point of emotion.
Yeah.
He's just saying things. The Orange Goblin has no...
Orange goblins don't show emotion. That's the problem.
It is a problem, and it needs to stop.
It does.
So, by the way, when Hogan came up to do the first breast cancer thing, he said, I already traded in my red and yellow for the pink and black. I hope that, like, he keeps wearing the pink because he traded in his red and yellow and, like, they won't give it back to him.
Well, he's gonna go into bankruptcy because he can't buy back the red and yellow.
Yeah, so he has to still come out in the pink shirt. Like, we'll sell you the red. We'll give you the red back, Hogan, but we're keeping the yellow.
Yeah, and eventually it's just going to be Pinkamania is running wild.
They should just give him the yellow back so it just looks like he's...
He washed his Hulkamania gear with his whites.
He's an overly tan Easter basket.
After the thing happened with Hogan, something else happened.
Yes.
What was that?
Do you remember what happened?
No.
Bo Dallas would come out.
I remember this.
Yeah, you do. You want to talk about it now?
Bo Dallas came out and basically, in layman's terms, tried to offer his services to both sides of the Team Cena, Team Authority Survivor Series match.
Yep.
Which I thought this is a little bit of opening the door to saying that, now we're going to see some of the wrestlers pick sides, kind of.
Yeah. Which is really cool. And it adds, again, like I was saying, is like, there's no one set for Cena's team.
Right.
We don't know who's going to join either team at this point. I mean, we could say that Team Authority is going to be Seth Rollins, Kane, Triple H, and the Cruiserweight division.
Right.
But we don't know that for sure, because especially now with Bo Dallas throwing his name in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And basically said, to show my self-worth, to show what I can add to the team, I'm issuing an open challenge. And we got the return of Ryback.
Feed me more. I was completely confused.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second, Ryback's back and he's babyface?
Yeah, no, that was my thing. The crowd, like, popped for him. I was like, oh, we like Ryback now? Okay. That's cool.
We only like Ryback when he's hungry and misspelling words on the back of his singlet.
Oh, just wait till we get to SmackDown. So the big guy returns and completely destroys.
Yeah, and let's just make one thing clear. Bo Dallas said anybody. He didn't say Ryback.
He's a somebody.
Yeah. I just think that's the stupidest, like, cop-out that the heel announcer does anytime.
Yeah.
They make the open challenge and then someone comes out and they're like, he didn't say him, he said anybody.
Here's the one thing that bothered me about the match. Is that when Bo Dallas was doing his thing against Mark Henry, Mark Henry could not for the life of him block the running Bodog. Ryback did it.
First try.
First try, just the running Bodog does nothing to Ryback. He just immediately blocks it. Yeah, Ryback just fucking destroyed Bo Dallas.
Yeah, well, you don't know. Ryback's stronger than Mark Henry. He's like bigger and stronger and...
So wait, does that make him...
He's a lot leaner than he was when he left.
Yeah. He is in great shape again.
Not to say that he was in bad shape when he left.
No.
But
he's just like... To me, it was like when Chris Masters left because he failed the wellness test,
Right.
and came back as still buff but smaller.
Right.
Yeah.
Still buff but trimmer Ryback. Gets the win. He shell shocks Bo Dallas.
That he does.
He shocked his shell.
Yeah. So yeah, cool. Ryback's face again. I like face Ryback because it's fun to chant "Feed me more."
It's fun because he's a hungry, hungry hippo.
Yep. Then we got a graphic that was wrong, saying that Mark Henry was going to be on Miz TV on main event.
Yeah.
That's true.
And that's a lie, and we'll get to that in a second.
During the midweek wrap-up.
But then we had what was supposed to be Dean Ambrose versus Cesaro.
Cesaro.
Why didn't this happen?
Because Dean Ambrose was a little bit mad, I think.
No.
Yeah.
Dean Ambrose was mad?
Was he mad at somebody in particular?
Yeah, I think he was mad at Bray Wyatt for something. He was still a little bit mad at Seth Rollins.
But Bray Wyatt just came back. Why would he be mad?
Because there was an attack or something.
Oh.
Because
was it that time the guy stabbed John Cena at a bar?
No, that
was Jesus.
Jesus did that.
Yeah. No, it was like Bray Wyatt, he messed with Dean Ambrose during Hell in a Cell, I think. He just bothered him a little bit.
I think I kind of remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
This sort of affected the match a tiny bit.
Yeah. So, Dean Ambrose was mad. So, when Cesaro came out, Dean Ambrose just beat the fuck out of him with the microphone.
Attempted murder.
For a good 2.5 minutes, he just beat the shit out of him with a microphone.
Which during the entire time, you have to think that neither of these guys are vocalizing anything.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah,
because
no
it
noise.
was the quietest beat up with a microphone ever.
Yeah.
Except for the
Because you think if they were yelling with a microphone between the two of them, there'd be a lot of
Yeah,
noise.
there should have been a lot of growling and just nasty noises.
Well,
And a lot of Cesaro saying ouch.
Yeah, that would have been all that Cesaro said. So he chose to say
Ow in
nothing.
5 different languages.
He should have said, ow, fuck, that hurts, in 5 different languages. But yeah, Dean Ambrose was a little pissed.
A little bit.
And he would, once he was done beating the shit out of Cesaro, he'd call out, "Where's Bray Wyatt? Where is he?" And then we get Bray Wyatt up on the Titantron.
Up on the Titantron.
And Bray Wyatt's like, "I'm here in the old Shield headquarters."
I'm here in the Shield headquarters, a.k.a. the place where when we fight through the crowd, this is where we go.
Yeah. It's fucking Bray Wyatt's purgatory. Bray Wyatt starts making comparisons between himself and Dean Ambrose. So, when I look at you, I see a young, deranged version of myself. And he finished off this very cryptic promo, as he always does, with the quote, "I know you, I am you, I will dismantle your mind and feed on the spoils. Run, Dean, run." So, we didn't really get a reaction from Dean Ambrose after that. But I imagine it went something like, "We're all gonna die tonight!"
And they climbed to the top of the Hell in a Cell.
And then Seth, we did this.
Then Bray Wyatt sent up Luke Harper and Eric Rowan.
The Cruiserweight division.
This is the only thing that really threw me about Bray Wyatt's promo. "I'm gonna beat you up. Run."
It was
it
was being friendly. It was going, "Hey, if you stay here, I'm gonna kick your ass. So,
But
you better run."
in the promo, he specifically said, "I'm not your friend, Dean Ambrose."
You don't have to be someone's friend to respect him. He respects him because he reminds him of himself.
Maybe.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to more between these two guys, and we do get a little bit more later on in the week, but we're not there yet. Up next, we had Nikki taking on Naomi. We didn't mention at Hell in a Cell that we got the first taste of Brie as Nikki's personal assistant. She got her the smoothie that ended up getting poured over her head.
Yeah, smoothies are very fashionable this season.
And she's packing the bags in the car. Well, this time, she was simply just a manager. She was out in Nikki's corner.
What I thought was terrible, I found out this out later through Paige, my wife.
Are you guys doing better now? Or?
Yes, since earlier in this episode.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That Nikki preemptively knowing that Brie was going to throw her stuff into the trunk really hard, just put all of Brie's stuff into her bags.
Oh.
That's fucked up.
But not only that, but it was all of Brie's like glass and valuable possessions.
They don't have Brie doesn't have a lot of those. Her and Daniel Bryan, they're minimalists.
Yeah.
That's what.
Well, that's when they're not at their house. It's Brie just carries them all with her.
She has glass carry-on?
Yeah.
It's like, these are all my nice glasses that Daniel Bryan won't let me keep in the house.
This is all the fine china.
Sounds broken. Most likely, sir.
Yeah, it was just all of Brie's stuff. So Brie was actually throwing her own stuff in there unknowingly.
Well, no, my thing was, okay, so Brie gets Nikki the smoothie, and then Nikki pours it on her and says, that one's yours, now go get me mine. So if Brie just came up and drank the smoothie, she could have avoided all of that.
But if she would have drank it, and then Nikki goes, oh, that was mine.
No, because, Nikki, like...
She didn't know that going up there, though.
I know, but Nikki knew that the whole time, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Brie could have avoided it had she just drank it.
But then...
She didn't realize it at the time, but that was Nikki's thought process.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, here, have
you
you
could have been drinking this for energy for carrying my stuff.
Right.
Which, by the way, there's no way that smoothie looks that pink with 3 bananas. A 3-banana smoothie is huge.
Yeah.
Me and my dad make smoothies on a regular basis with our NutriBullet. You put 1 banana per smoothie, and the smoothie tastes mostly like banana.
This is true.
3 bananas in a smoothie, it's going to taste
especially
like nothing but banana.
And she said there was like 5 blueberries and like 2 strawberries or something like that in there.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been pink.
That's probably why...
Some really juicy strawberries.
That's probably why Nikki was questioning it so hard.
This is wrong.
Really?
Don't make me the right one.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, Brie's out there strictly as a manager at this point in Nikki's corner. But Nikki did whisper to her slightly just before the match started. And this would most likely end up that Naomi was kind of in the driver's seat at one point and was on the outside getting ready to do some sort of springboardy move. And Brie would grab her ankle. And Naomi, what are you doing, Brie? And the fucking Nikki Bella forearm would knock the shit out of Naomi down to the outside. Nikki would tell Brie, good job, toss Naomi back in the ring, hit her with a rack attack, and get the win on Raw.
Rack attack!
Did you have to sing that?
Yep.
Huh.
It's in his contract.
Rack attack!
Now. So we're getting a little bit of a taste of what Nikki has plans for Brie for the next month.
I'm gonna be honest. If it doesn't get upped a lot from now, this whole thing's going to waste.
I can't see it getting much more outlandish than it already has. Just wait till SmackDown. But
Brie's gonna have to punch Daniel Bryan in the face.
oh my god.
Just cuz.
Daniel Bryan needs to come on a show or just like once appear on Raw, and that needs to be what she has to do. Just slap the shit out of Daniel Bryan.
Go beat up your husband's injured neck.
And be sure to stomp on his elbow that he needs surgery on now.
Go put your injured husband in the little belt lock.
That works on the arm and the neck.
Call that a twofer. But then we got Dolph Ziggler versus Kane, which was easily the match of the night.
Yeah.
This was fucking great.
It's good to see Kane work.
Yeah.
Like that. That's like Kane.
Oh yeah.
That's what I remember of Kane in 2004. Kane being babyface, running against Lance Storm and William Regal.
Yeah.
Kind of Kane.
Easily Kane's best match for a long time.
Yeah, I mean he had a great match last month against Jericho.
Yeah.
Which was it was the first time we're like, holy crap, that was a really good Kane match. Kane's been kind of stagnant a lot for the last, especially being in the authority figure now.
Yeah, the constant flopping back and forth between Dean and Kane.
Losing our interest fairly often because of which Kane are we going to get? But yeah, him and Dolph Ziggler, fucking phenomenal.
They tore the house down.
Ziggler is so good because he's working with a big guy, so he gets to oversell.
Yeah.
Which is what he does. And it makes everything Kane does look so much more just destructive. And also with the
Smack.
same thing is that when Dolph Ziggler gets the offense, Kane is able to really sell what he's doing, so his high impact moves look even stronger for him. Just awesome match. Ziggler ends up getting the win out of like the sunset flip roll up. Those
Quick aside about Ziggler getting that win. He then later tweeted to Zack Ryder saying that that's Dolph Ziggler getting payback for Kane pushing him off the stage. All those that win.
Good on you, Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dolph Ziggler tweeted, he's like, Zack Ryder, that was for you, buddy.
Yeah, that's awesome. But
that's the first time I've seen a choke slam countered into a sunset flip.
Yeah. It was. That starts. We'll get to SmackDown here in a little while, but this match he didn't get to celebrate very long because then Seth Rollins and I believe the Cruiserweight division even got involved, all beating down. Or no, Cruiserweight division didn't get involved. It was a 2-on-1 beatdown. Kane and Seth Rollins beating down Dolph Ziggler, hoping to eliminate him from possibly being on Team Cena. This brings Cena out. Cena helps fight him off, raises Dolph's hand. We go to a commercial, and then we're getting Seth Rollins' entrance.
Yeah, that was...
Why?
Seth Rollins actually went all the way to the back. He did his run in, and when Cena ran in, Seth ran away. Like, Seth bolted.
I thought he was up on the stage when they went to the commercial. I'm pretty sure he was on the stage. That's why I was like, why did we need a Seth Rollins entrance?
Seth Rollins forgot.
Because he had to go into the back and take his shirt off and come out shirtless. Or something.
I think he just forgot. He's like, okay, show's over, goes to the back, takes his shirt off, about to get in the shower, and what are you doing?
You still have to wrestle Cena.
Fuck.
All right.
For who it was, I liked the match a lot.
It was good. Not the first time we've seen the match.
No. Yeah, and decent, given that both these guys had a bust-ass Hell in a Cell match the night before.
Yeah. Everyone who was in Hell in a Cell definitely selling it.
So both the guys in the match definitely selling it.
Yeah. Well, I was also referring to Dean Ambrose and Randy Orton from earlier on in the show. They were all selling the sell.
Kind of.
Ambrose was.
Sort
I
of.
don't think Orton really was, because he just came out.
He was selling...
He took the rest of the night off.
He was selling anger.
Yeah. Alright.
Which I would buy
hell.
anger from Orton.
Yeah.
He was a cell of hell.
He was just trapped in a glass cell of emotion.
But yeah, this match, again, not a lot to really say about it. It was a solid match.
Pretty good.
Good match.
I liked it.
Rollins carrying Cena from one corner to the other.
The buckle bomb.
Yeah.
That was easily the most impressive part of the match. Like, and the fact that like he had
Seth Rollins is a walking endorsement for CrossFit.
CrossFit does wonders.
Yeah.
Just look
Between
at
this
Seth Rollins.
video and the next one, I got a CrossFit story.
All right, but this would reach a boiling point because we get our usual authority disqualification ending to a match. Fuck you guys. Kane would get
JD Noble is a foreign object.
Yeah, so we get Kane in there, and we get
Cruiserweight
division in there. Dolph Ziggler comes out to make the save, and then
literally
the whole
entire
fucking roster,
maybe
just
minus Great Khali,
storms the. He was just walking real slow. He just couldn't get there fast enough.
Like him and Big Show and Mark Henry and Rusev were all fighting in the back because they're like, we're not gonna be able to make it to the ring.
Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it back here.
Sheik is in a parking lot still fighting a car.
And Hillbilly Jim's like, you know what? We got beat up, but we had a real good time.
It's true.
But yeah, so we go off the air in a very
giant melee,
old school.
And Cena AA'd Heath Slater
for no reason.
Pretty much. I mean, Heath Slater didn't attack.
Yeah, no, Heath Slater actually tweets later though. He's like, "What the fuck, Cena? I wasn't even going after you."
Cena just goes, "Ooh, Wendy's."
Cena thought
I'm on a diet.
Athena,
the warrior goddess.
It's John Cena, baby.
Cena thought he was back in the Nexus storyline.
Yeah.
He's like,
He had flashbacks.
He's like, what it was actually is he asked Heath Slater what it was going to be for Halloween, and when he found out how stupid his costume was going to be, he gave him an
fuck
F
you.
Bo Dallas, obviously, Cena's not a believer.
No.
Cena does not believe.
But yeah, we go off the air, very old school feel with just melee happening.
The Authority at the top of the stage.
Just watching the whole thing.
Disbelief almost.
There was a couple random, what was it, Zack Ryder?
Zack Ryder and Adam Rose were fighting each other.
And then Tyson Kidd and Cesaro.
Yeah, what was up with all these, faces fighting faces and heels fighting heels?
So the story about Zack Ryder and Adam Rose is Zack Ryder got denied entry to the Exotic Express, and he was really mad.
He turned down the Bros Buds?
Yeah. So that's
what the fuck, Adam Rose?
So that's what Ryder was doing.
Well, overall, a really good episode of Raw. Great way to come off the heels of Hell in a Cell. Really setting up the short road we have to the next stop in the pay-per-view lineup at Survivor Series.
Series.
Which you can now get for free.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
If you're subscribing for the first time to the WWE Network, all of November will be free.
Yeah. So, sign up now. You get a whole month for free, and you get to watch Survivor Series for free rather than paying $54.99 and buying it on pay-per-view.
Or $9.99.
If you're still buying it for $54.99, do you realize that right there is a 6-month commitment to the WWE Network?
Yeah.
One pay-per-view is a 6-month
commitment. Which, by the
commitment.
way, it also doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
But regardless, if you had a 6-month commitment, you'd be paying $6 more.
Don't even think of the word commitment. Just saying. $5, the pay-per-view, plus $5 gets you half a year of the network.
Yeah.
Sign the fuck up. It's worth it. That's it for the Raw review. We're going to be moving on to our indie news here in a second. You can check out all the videos that
we
are
got the indie question.
Oh, yes, we do. We do have the return of the indie question. It's been a couple weeks.
Yep. It's going to be a couple weeks until the next one, too.
Yep. We're getting a little...
We're doing a little mix and match.
We're spacing it out a little bit, putting a little flavor into the indie news segment.
Yeah.
You can see all the videos just
like
on
a ramen packet.
We got beef flavored, we got chicken, we got oriental.
We got independent wrestling flavored.
That probably tastes like sweat and dirt.
Super kicks.
Sweat, super kicks, and dirty gyms.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the videos are over there on the other side of Kevin Hawk. You can pick whichever video you want to go to. But up next, we have any news.
Pick that one.
That might not be any news. But we
I don't care. Just pick the one I'm pointing at.
We'll see you at the indie news.